Good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. It's me again, Jen. Hello! And it is Thursday. It is the 11th of February. It is the new moon, and we are reading with the Tarot of the Divine, which is a tarot deck that was graciously lent to me by my dear friend and tarot student, Taylor. And cards are starting to fall out. So, this deck is inspired by deities and folklore and cultures from around the world. So I'm always interested to see what legend or myth pops up, as well as the card and its meaning and how they kind of might relate to one another. So without further ado, let's see what card we have for today, for this Thursday. All right, I try to tell you guys if a card comes up inverted, and this one did. It is the Knight of Cups, but I will show it to you throughout the video upright so that you can see a little better the image. And I am going to guess that this Knight of Cups is of the more Mongolian, possibly, mythology, because the style of dress, the fact that the individual is on a rather stocky looking horse, and the giant falcon that is on his arm, hers, I'm going to go with his, but also there is a beautiful film about a female falcon hunter. So maybe this is her story. I don't know. I feel like that's a more modern story, so it's probably not that. But who knows? Maybe this comes right up into modern stories. Who knows? The character of the Knight of Cups is usually one who is kind of a messenger, and also one who is the ideal knight, shall we say. The Knight of Cups is about chivalry and loyalty and fidelity and protecting the weak and all of those kinds of things. And truly the idea of like courtly love, shall we say, when it comes to the romance that is depicted in this phase of the cups. The inverted, obviously, of that is the opposite in a kind of big way. The knight in this case is a character who is kind of a bit fleeting in his romantic endeavors. So, yes, when he loves you with all of his heart and being, and you are truly the only person in his world until the next person is. So, meeting a character who is like this is usually like meeting someone who may be a bit on the narcissistic side, maybe full on narcissistic. They truly mean it when they say they love the individual they love, but the moment they no longer feel that affection, they move on to the next person. And I will say that as an archetype, they are a fascinating and beautiful creature. As a person you'd meet on the street, no. But I hope that the mythology in this is based more around the upright version rather than the inverted. But keep in mind, when this card comes up inverted, it's probably about infidelity, or somebody is not being as true about things as they could be, and also possibly a little bit petty about things. So, Knight of Cups inverted for our Thursday as we lead into Valentine's Day. Not the best situation in the world, but let's see what the myth is. So, we'll end on kind of a high note instead. So, the Knight of Cups is about Halibu the Hunter. Halibu the Hunter? I hope I pronounced that correctly. And yes, I had it right. This is a Mongolian legend. I'm doing pretty good. I should be keeping score on whether or not I'm getting more or less of these myths and legends correct. So, Halibu is a kind and gentle character standing up for what he believes in. There's all your chivalry right there. And he provides for his village and befriends a dragon. That's really cool. He also willingly sacrifices himself to save everyone he loves. I feel like that is the ultimate upright Knight of Cups. He sacrifices himself for his loved ones. He literally will take a bullet for someone. I'm going to assume he lets himself get eaten by a dragon. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't see a dragon anywhere in this image, so that's kind of interesting. There is a lot of water, which is also kind of interesting to me because while, yes, the cups is typically a water sign, water isn't really something that is a big deal in the Mongolian mythos, at least to my knowledge. I think of more the grasslands and the steppe and things like that, and not really oceans and water and things of that nature. But I could be totally wrong on that too. Maybe it's a flood story. I don't know. But I'm interested because, again, the falcon isn't even mentioned. And even though, yes, he is a falcon hunter, and that's a big thing, I would have assumed to have more either a depiction of a dragon, because he befriends a dragon, or to have a little more insight as to like the representation of the falcon and why the falcon is so important to the Mongolian people. So I like this card. It's interesting, and I do think that it fully embraces the energy of the Knight of Cups. He is clearly in a very knight-like stature upon his horse, but the bird symbolism is a little lost on me because birds are not typically the water element of things, and the water kind of just being there is feels out of place. But again, let me know what you think of this card. Let me know if you know more about Halabu the Hunter and Mongolian mythology. And I feel like this is a section of mythology that I need to kind of do a little more research into. And perhaps this will push me to do so, because I think the nice thing about this deck is it's also made me go, I should probably research that a little more. Stories from Norway, stories from Mongolia are a little out of my realm, and I'm interested, and I'm always interested in studying new things. So until next time, stay curious, stay healthy, stay happy, stay safe, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!